Hi everybody, Laura here. I'm so glad you're joining me for a very special video hop with Emily Leapart. And I have created a card using the Monster Hug stamp set by Simon Says Stamp. This stamp set was released part of the Better Together release, and I haven't used it yet. I wasn't sure what to do with these crazy looking monsters. And so I kind of set it aside. And then today, when I finally was like really looking at it and brainstorming, I realized I could create a fun little scene using these monsters because that one there that I'm stamping right now, he's got his arm up. I thought, oh, he could be opening the mailbox and then out pops his little girlfriend and she's really shy. So she was hiding and she wanted to surprise him. And he was going to mail a letter, by the way. So I have this whole scene set up in my mind. And so as I'm stamping these images, I'm also stamping them off on Post-it note paper. And then I'll trim those out and use those for masks because I'm going to do a little ink blending behind the monsters. So I need to cover them up. So just some really simple, quick cutting out of those masks. I don't take a lot of care to be perfect with it. I just want to get them covered up so that they can stay, nice and white because I'm going to be coloring those with Copic markers. But I wanted to do a little ink blending. So for my hill, I used the Stitched Slopes and Hills dies, and I created this little hilly mask. It's just some scrap cardstock, and I lay that down there, and I'm going to use sea glass ink. Now right here, my ink blender just died. Did you see that? It fell right apart. I'm hoping I can use some glue and glue that back together. I don't know. Has anybody ever had any experience with their ink blender, just falling apart? Anyway, okay, so I got a new one and I'm using, did I say I'm using sea glass ink? I'm just kind of doing a subtle blue sky. I didn't want to go all the way to each of the ends. I just want to kind of keep it in the middle there. And then I'll use the other part of the hilly mask. I'm using green apple ink, one of my favorite colors. I just really, really love this shade of green apple. It's so pretty. And I'm just subtly blending that in underneath the sea glass. So we've got the sea glass for the sky and the green apple for the grass. And I'm not going all the way down to the edges and the bottom. I just want to keep it kind of contained and lightly blended underneath the monsters. So you kind of create this little scene in the middle of your card. So once we get that all done, you can see here now I'll take my little tweezers and remove my handy dandy Post-it masks. Aren't these monsters cute? They're so, well, like at first I wasn't in love with them, but now that I've created my little scene and they're telling a story, I think they're kind of adorable now. So I didn't really find a sentiment in that stamp set that I wanted to use. So I'm using the Tilted Banner sayings, and there was some cute ones on here. You just get me and you make me laugh. That one there, I thought that one could be cute too. But I decided to do you just get me. So I went ahead and stamped that. I don't know why that didn't get on the tape. I have no idea why that didn't happen. But now I sped up the Copic coloring here because it kind of went on forever. And you can see I've got the caps off to the right there. You can see the numbers I'm using, and I'm just going real quick, simple Copic coloring, just making the one in the mailbox. Now the one in the mailbox is the girl, and she's really like shy and sneaky. And then the boy in the green, he is the one going now. He is going to the mailbox because he's got to mail a letter, right? And he goes to mail the letter, and then he opens up the mailbox, and out pops his girlfriend. And she's really shy, but she wanted to surprise him for Valentine's Day. You got me? Now, this would be like me. I'm like the shy one, and my husband's like the one that talks to everybody under the sun. He knows no strangers. You probably don't believe me. You think I'm Miss Life of the Party, but honestly, no, I'm more of an introvert in real life. And my husband, he just like comes alive in a crowd. But yeah, when I get on the videos and I blab and talk and joke and stuff, it seems like I have a captive audience, so I can tell all my stories. But in real life, I'm actually more of the listener. It's true. Honestly, I'm not lying to you. So that's probably why I relate more to the cute little pink monster hiding in the mailbox, waiting to surprise her sweetie as he's going to mail his letter in the mailbox. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. So I'm just continuing on with my very simple Copic marker coloring. I sped this up so it didn't drag on and on. I know a lot of people like to watch the Copic marker coloring, but it does kind of drag on and gets a little mundane, so I kind of sped it up. But I just keep it really simple and try to use, 2 to 3 shades per image and do a little shading here or there. I don't really know where my light source is and yada yada. I'm just kind of going from the gut, just doing it with gusto. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Actually, I'm just trying to make it through this voiceover. You have no idea how many times I've had to stop this because I'm coughing. I'm coughing through the whole thing, but you wouldn't know it because I'm editing it all out. I've been coughing for the last couple days, and last night I finally broke down and took a dose of that NyQuil just so I could sleep without waking up, myself coughing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to cough through the night, so I took the NyQuil and it knocks me out every time. I probably take it like once a year. I'm like a 5-year-old with medicine. I mean, it makes me gag, the taste of it so bad, but it did knock me out. I had a hard time getting up this morning for the kids for school because it's like still in my system. Anyhow, I went ahead, die cut those hearts and colored them with my Copics, and this card is finished. Very simple, cute, fun. You just get me. Thanks so much for joining me, and a big congratulations to Emily, and I will see you next time.